How's it going, folks? Adrian here. Welcome back to the channel for a quick midweek MMO news drop. So let's get straight to it, beginning with Star Wars: The Old Republic. BioWare's MMORPG, which debuted some 9 years ago, has launched on Steam this week, allowing all Jedi, Sith, and everyone in between to jump into SWTOR for free on Valve's mega platform. If you're an existing or new player, here are some things you should know. Firstly, SWTOR on Steam will be crossplay with the current direct launcher version, so you're free to use whichever method of getting into the galaxy you prefer. All your progress will carry over. Secondly are the obvious benefits of having the game on the Steam store, like being able to purchase the subscription, cartel coins, and DLCs using your regional currency, which in most cases can be cheaper. Adding to that are trading cards and emoticons, and the promise of Steam achievements arriving in the near future, all of which should give new and returning players something to look forward to when jumping into SWTOR moving forward. So if there's any Star Wars: The Old Republic players out there, I want to hear from you down in the comments. Share your thoughts with the other folks here on whether or not the game is worth checking out now that it's on Steam. Moving on, let's follow up from the last news drop video about Final Fantasy XIV's letter from the producer live that took place yesterday about the upcoming patch 5.3 Reflections in Crystal. And wow, there's some pretty good news all around. First of all, for those who hasn't seen it yet, there's a brand new trailer out, and it highlights most of the talking points and features revealed about the patch, like the second Yorha raid in the Puppet's Bunker, the Boss Jan battlefield, the new dungeon, and of course the main scenario quest itself. Now the big news is Square Enix will be upgrading the Final Fantasy XIV free trial in a huge way when the patch launches on August 11th. The level cap will be raised to level 60, and all trial players can play all the way through the game's first expansion, Heavensward, and the content ends at patch 3.56. That is a massive chunk of content that was previously paid only that new trial players can experience for free. And in that adventure contains some of the best stories in the game. You will also be able to check out the Dark Knight, Astrologian, and Machinist jobs and play as the Aura race. Now, the same trial limitations will remain, but it's a decent trade-off for being able to check out what the best parts of the game has to offer. And when you couple that with the fact that this same patch will introduce the base game overhauls, which makes it less tedious overall, I think it's a win-win, folks. What do you think? Moving on, it's time for a new MMORPG launch now, and let's talk about Nexon's V4, aka Victory 4. The global launch of this open-world MMO for the PC and mobiles is only a day away, and this is your last chance to pre-register for the game to grab some exclusive launch rewards on both platforms. If you've never heard of V4, this is an Unreal Engine-powered MMO featuring cross-play between PC and mobiles, and at its foundation is the familiar South Korean fantasy narrative. You have 6 classes to play as, and you'll adventure across the open world of Selenus to save it from demonic forces, with the aid of the Alliance or Scorcia Knights, which sounds like factions that you represent. It's got the full shebang, PvE, PvP, and all the usual hoobaloos. You'll find the links to pre-register down in the pinned comment. Over in TERA, the free-to-play action MMO is celebrating summer with the arrival of its SUMMERFEST 2020 in-game events. Starting now until the 11th of August, TERA players can journey to the Temple of the Sun in Baldur's Refuge to take part in the Festival of the Sun. There you'll have a bunch of solo and group quests to knock out, and be sure to hold on to the tokens that you earn as you can trade them for a variety of costumes, consumables, and service vouchers. The Beach Bash event begins on August 11th and runs until the 1st of September, complete with a splash cannon minigame, scavenger hunt activities for more prizes. Check out the web link down below for more info. Onward, and Astellia, the buy-to-play South Korean MMO, has an upcoming update launching on the 28th of July, and it will be all about its tri-faction PvP mode, AVALON. The update will be introducing AVALON tokens with the 3 respective factions, which are earned from playing within the zone and will reset every season. To accompany the tokens, players can expect all new AVALON Astel companions to collect, on top of new weapons and armor. Judging by player responses on the official forum post, it's not the update players want. They would rather have new PvE group content like dungeons instead, but it is what they're getting nonetheless. Classic MMORPG Wizard 101 is brewing something magical in the form of major changes to multi-phase rebalancing. Over the past couple of weeks, its developers have been teasing the massive updates on the test realm, featuring overhauls to everything from school spells, reworked AoE and single skill abilities, trading cards, mob health pools, and plenty more. According to a recent blog post, these changes have been a long time coming for the game, as it needs a little refreshing to keep itself current in terms of where the content is at and where the game is at in the modern era of MMOs. I've linked the full audit of the rebalancing down in the pinned comment if you're curious to see what's changing. Bit of a PSA here now for those that play both the Lord of the Rings Online and Dungeons & Dragons Online. Over the last 6 days or so, the Standing Stone Games data centers for both games have been plagued with plenty of issues, causing server downtime across the board. At time of putting this video together, most of the servers have been up and running again, with some reports of lag and chat issues persisting, while Arkenstone and Cyrano servers for LOTRO are still down. So if you've been wondering what the heck is going on and you can't log in or having issues and you don't follow the game on social media, just know that things have been crap for about a week now, and SSG have yet to fully explain what the problem is and what steps are being taken to ensure that folks, especially those that are on the subscription, don't waste a week's worth of game time. Elsewhere, isometric sandbox MMORPG Wild Terra 2 has outlined its full 2020 content roadmap from summer all the way to winter for its closed alpha test backers and potential new players. The game, if you'll remember, entered its recent alpha phase earlier this year and even held an open alpha test during the Steam Festival recently, and it was one of the most expensive in-development crowdfunded MMOs, with previous packs that granted access costing over $100. Things have changed now with the addition of newer and cheaper packs, and the roadmap is some sort of indication that progress is being made thanks to the funding. There's going to be a ton of new additions like new mainland locations and quests, which the game sorely needs in my opinion based off my experience in the alpha, in addition to plenty of crafting and skill updates all throughout summer and fall. Check out the full roadmap and more, link to it down below. Okay, up next, if you play MMO and RTS hybrid CONQUEROR'S Blade from My.Games, there's some good news. The game has launched Season 4, Blood of the Empire this week, which introduces the Anadolu Empire with all new Ottoman-inspired units, commanded by His Majesty Sultan Fateh Suleiman IV. Furthermore, players can expect 2 new battlefields, a new server in the EU, new season and battle pass rewards, plus a new language support for those playing in Turkey. Now let's wrap this up with the not-so-MMO section and talk about WARFRAME. For those who play, Digital Extremes will show off the game's new expansion, Heart of Deimos, during the 5th annual TennoCon, which will take place on Saturday, the 1st of August. Everyone is invited to tune in since it's all digital, and you can even snag some freebies. All you gotta do is just connect your WARFRAME account to your Twitch account and watch 30 consecutive minutes of the Tenno Live and a few other segments, and you'll be grabbing the Hydroid Prime WARFRAME and the limited time exclusive hand cannon Arthrodai for free. And that's all I've got for now, folks. Hope everyone is keeping safe and clocking in some game time. I'll catch you again at the weekend. Hit the like button for more on MMOs, and feel free to subscribe to the channel and click on that bell icon which notifies you whenever a new video goes live. Once again, I'm Adrian, and I thank you for watching.